How's it going, citizens of the Reject Nation? It is John and Tara Erickson back here to continue The Last of Us, Episode 3 on HBO. And before we jump into this, I just wanted to start by saying thank you to you for being here. Because when Greg initially approached me, like when the year started, I didn't think I would be involved with any Last of Us reactions. And then Greg had the bright idea to do this noobs thing. I was already excited enough, and then he was like, just hold tight. I'm going to find the right person for you to do this with. And when he came back and said it was you, I was overjoyed. And this has been such a blast getting to do this with you so far. So thank you for agreeing to be here, and thank you guys for being so cool and for not spoiling everything for us. It's been a total blast so far. How you feeling, Tara?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, you feeling good? You ready?
I got my plaid on and a red jacket over it, and I was like, wow, this matches. And I left the house feeling good, and I still feel good now.
That's good. You're supply the freshest drips here at The Real Rejects. I gotta compliment you. But anyway, guys, leave a like for Tara's drip. If you like the show, leave a comment. Subscribe as well.
Ring that bell. Ring the bell.
To get notified every time something of interest drops here on the Real Rejects YouTube channel. And if you want to get the full experience, get all the stuff that doesn't make the reaction highlights, come sync up with your own copy and watch along with us at patreon.com/therealrejects. We also got a bunch of other TV shows and movies over there with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included.
And don't forget to check out Greg and Andrew's reaction to The Last of Us for the full-on expert gamer perspective. Show them some love.
It's a blast. I cannot wait. I've heard this episode is a thick boy and a game changer, and I'm ready and I'm not ready all at once. Let's do this thing.
Let's freaking do it.
What? No prologue?
What is this show?
We're not going back to the past to crush my soul. I mean, these are great credits, though. So respect where it's due.
Art.
And look, it looks like a country, but it also looks like fungus.
I feel like I would paint not that on my wall, but the other stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I would. It would be weird, but also pretty in a weird way.
Grow some real fungus on your wall.
Yes. People would walk in and go, cool.
You know, there are so many, like, mushroom gummy things advertised now to help your brain. And they all have cordyceps in them. And I'm like, aren't you guys paying attention?
Yeah, they might kill us. That's so pretty.
Yeah, look how beautiful that is. Nature. One day I'll stop doing that.
No, you won't.
Look, I've been thinking about...
I want your sorries.
I wasn't going to say I'm sorry. Nobody made you go along with this plan. You needed a truck battery or whatever, and you made a choice. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
Ooh.
Say it, girl.
Damn.
Haha.
Arc concluded.
You know, seeing as it's just the two of us, I was thinking I should...
You'll get it someday.
You should have stole that musket back at the museum, girl.
Yeah. Don't complain now. You had your chance.
Yeah.
We had supplies en route in case we find ourselves short on gear, which I currently am, because...
No way. You ever play this one?
Oh, finish it.
No.
There's this one character named Melina who takes off her mask and she has monster teeth and then she swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
She is so cool.
Yeah.
And many people cosplay her.
Yeah.
Tick that little light on.
Yeah, girl's right on your shoulder.
Oh,
Why? Why are we going down there?
Come on. At least let him know.
Yeah, I mean, like... Okay.
Good
That's a dead body you're going to fall onto.
Good core strength, though.
Can she pull herself back up, though?
That's the true test.
Oh, score.
Tampax.
Hell yeah.
Tampa to the max with Tampax.
Oh, no. Oh, that looks so cool.
Yep. Oh, is he connected to others?
Oh, my God. Do not step on him. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, why? What are you?
This is my knife. There are many others like it, but this one is mine. Oh, kiddo.
But why?
Wowie, what an effect.
That looks awesome.
Not bad.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
That like fluffy layer of mold under there. Ew.
Ugh. She's a little demented, but I love her.
Ellie?
Picked over my ass.
She got some sweet pearls.
Yeah. Woo.
Tampax.
If you have to get bit to be infected, then who bit the first person? I bet it was a monkey.
It wasn't a monkey. I thought you went to school.
Federal school? No, teaches how their shitty government failed to prevent a pandemic.
Hey, don't let them catch you saying that. I got ears everywhere.
Cordyceps mutated. Some of it got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour, sugar, bread, cereal, pancake mix.
I gotta stop eating immediately.
Damn you crusties.
We'll cut across the woods here.
Isn't the road easier?
There's stuff up there you shouldn't see.
Oh, now I have to see.
I don't want you to.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh.
Yep. Welcome to the boneyard.
Soldiers went through the countryside, evacuated the small towns, told you were going to a QZ, and you were. If there was room. If there wasn't,
I killed him. Wouldn't just leave him be?
dead people can't be infected.
Reduce the risk. Oh, that's a baby skull. Oh, no. God, why?
Why?
Not today, you New World Order jackboot.
Ah.
Oh,
Yes.
let's do this. Let's get some QAnon posts going.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yes.
Dude, find this guy's place.
I really like him right now, but he might be a psycho. Or he might just be really prepared.
That's the reason to have someone like this in your life is for when the grid goes down.
Right.
Then you'll have access to an arsenal and a panic room. Just got to put up with some weird perspectives. Whoa! That is Nick Offerman. What? Oh! What is Ron Swanson doing in the apocalypse?
Godspeed.
Damn.
You didn't recognize it from his voice?
No. It's funny enough. I was sitting there like thinking like that beard kind of looks like him, but not in this show. Cool. I'm excited.
Score.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad they still got all their product placement. This is all I've wanted in life, you
God.
know?
This is the role that I want to play. Is his role.
Honestly, I would be happy each episode just cutting back to this dude living his life.
Me too.
Never joining with the main plot. Just being out here, surviving off the land. Damn, dude.
All right. He knows what's going on, man. He knows what's up.
Little au jus for the apocalypse, yeah.
Okay. And apparently he's also a chef.
This is who the bear turns out to be eventually. I'm going to go out in the woods and shoot that infected in the head.
Oh, what is this little handle here? It's a trap. Oh, cool!
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's dope. 4 years. All right, man.
His beard is going to be so big by the time we get to the present.
I'm just trying to get to Boston.
From where?
Baltimore QZ.
Are you hurt?
It's just a bruise.
A bite bruise?
Boston is that way. You can make it by nightfall.
I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten in 2 days. Doesn't sound very long out loud, does it? First, my name's Frank.
Oh, yeah? If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is going to show up here looking for a free lunch. And this is not an Arby's.
We don't have the meats.
You could use a little company, buddy.
Close.
Thank you. Almost done. Can I have 5 more minutes?
Sure.
Thank you. This is amazing.
I feel like he's now realizing maybe how much he missed, like, having another person there, maybe?
Guess so.
Just with one look. That's how I felt.
I hope that's what it is.
Oh, or does he think he has to kill him?
Maybe he's smitten with him.
Gold plates came out.
Damn.
He might be smitten.
What the
Haha.
Everything tastes good when you're starving.
Yeah, but not like this.
Bordeaux from Camus Vineyards? Oh,
A
no.
man who
different.
knows to pair rabbit with a Beaujolais.
I know I don't seem like the type.
No, you do.
Little subtext there.
Oh, please. Please.
That was nice.
Give me what I'm hoping for right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Bring me love in the time of cordyceps.
My mother's. Could you not?
This is you.
Oh, my.
Oh, boy. He's going to woo him
Oh, this is the
so
best
hard right
date.
now.
Linda Ronstadt,
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh.
Oh.
My side.
No, thank you. Sorry.
Oh.
Love's wounds unseen. That's what someone told me.
Oh.
'Cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine.
Oh.
Who's the girl? Girl you're singing about.
There is no girl.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Just let it happen.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
What's her name?
Bill. Go take a shower, Bill.
Wow.
Love in the time of cordyceps happened.
Absolutely did. And it's just going to keep happening. Nothing bad is going to upend this tender moment.
I'm going to start with the simple things. But before I do, I want you to know that I'm not. So if I do this, I'm going to stay for a few more days. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you!
No.
Oh.
I am asking for some paint and some gasoline for the lawnmower. That's all.
It is not
Bill,
a man.
if you say resource management, so help me, I will run through one of your tripwires.
Oh. Foreshadowing.
Are we hosting formal garden parties now?
No, but we are going to have friends.
Yes. I like this guy.
We will never have friends, because there are no friends to be had.
Well, I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
You what?
Who?
It's just, it's amazing.
Right?
Is it
Can you not?
Tess?
Oh, yeah. This is the guy she was talking about saying that they would take the girl.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's go inside. Tess, I want to show you something.
Actually, I have been wanting to see it.
Not inside.
Thank you.
Frank.
It's like, please don't leave me with the schizophrenic guy.
Oh.
I understand. But of all the people he could have found on the radio, we're actually decent people just trying to get by.
Oh. I don't need you or your friend complicating our lives.
That fence has got a year on it, tops. I can get you 10 spools of high tensile aluminum. Last you the rest of your lives.
Relatively speaking.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a gift. You come back. We'll trade. We should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like what?
Like, I was thinking, like,
The songs.
80s trouble.
Yes. Love it.
Sooner or later, there'll be raiders. They'll come at night, quiet and armed.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I got a very ominous feeling.
Oh.
Oh.
I traded Joel and Tess one of your guns for a packet of seeds.
Oh.
Aw.
The feud of decadence and innocence.
I feel like this is the last hurrah before they both die.
No,
I
it's
hope not.
It's only gonna get better, Tara. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah,
Haven't you
okay.
ever seen a show?
Is it?
Oh, guys.
I'm sorry. Getting older faster than you.
I like you older.
Oh,
I was never afraid before you showed up.
oh. Now you got something to be afraid for, something to hold on to.
They're going to raid at night. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Damn it!
There we go.
No. If you harm one hair.
Oh, yes. Please get shot in the head with a bullet.
Whoa, nice.
Cool. What the?
Do it. Do it.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's so cool.
Bill! Bill!
Oh. Bill?
Bill!
Is he in the bunker?
Where the hell is Bill?
Oh.
No, buddy.
No,
what
no,
are you?
no,
You
no,
are not.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
Dear God, why?
What a nightmare.
Oh,
Is that Bill?
Bill's got it covered.
Oh.
So cool.
Bill! Bill! Get inside!
No.
Yeah, get the
No,
fuck
no,
in.
no,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no.
We gotta get you inside.
I'm so mad.
No! Inside now!
Oh my God.
No.
What the?
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, bad.
Also,
bad.
shut the front door.
Leave the gas on. Leave the gas on. The fence will kill the rest of them.
Okay, yeah.
I made a list for you.
No.
Oh.
I have copies of all the keys.
Good.
Yeah. Call Joel.
You're here.
No. Call
Oh.
Oh.
He'll take care of you.
No.
It's getting cold. Okay.
Oh.
Let me bring you inside.
Wow.
Holy junk.
Whoa.
10 years.
Oh, damn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, a little subversion.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you warmed up.
Wow.
That is a bait and switch.
Now paint me like one of your French girls.
Nick was supposed to be getting older than that guy. Boy, have the tables turned.
Frank kind of looks like the few images I've seen of video game Joel. Aww. Aww.
So sweet.
It's a great old age makeup. Oh.
I don't want you falling asleep in the chair.
I won't.
You will, and then your feet get blue.
Bill.
I'm not fighting about it. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
Oh no.
I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna give you the every day was a wonderful gift from God speech. I've had a lot of bad days. But I've had more good days with you than with anyone else. Just give me one more good day.
Oh.
Starting now, make me some toast. Take me to the boutique where I'll pick outfits for us. You'll wear what I ask. And we'll get married.
Oh. Shut up.
Then you will crush all of these up, put them in my wine.
We are gonna party.
I will drink it. Then you will take me by my hand, bring me to our bed, and I will fall asleep in your arms.
I can't.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Then love me the way I want you to.
Oh. Doing a nice job with them flowers. The hole where we first met. Oh,
So,
guys.
come on now.
Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh. Oh no. For whom the bell tolls.
Will it be enough?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so scary.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, what if he,
I'm wondering, yeah. We go together.
like a Romeo and Juliet thing?
Why are there already pills in the bottle?
Oh.
Enough to kill a horse.
Yeah, okay.
This isn't the tragics at the end of the play. I'm old. I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
I do not support this. I should be furious. But from an objective point of view, it's incredibly romantic.
It is.
Yeah.
Take me to bed.
Hope they left 80s playing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, Christ Church.
from Bill. To whomever, but probably Joel. Please do not come into the bedroom. We left the window open so the house wouldn't smell. I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps. And I respect you. So I'm gonna tell you something because you're probably the only person who will understand. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died.
Oh.
But I was wrong, because there was one person worth saving. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep...
Oh, no. Tess, safe? Yep. Oh. Yeah, process that. It's a Tesla truck.
Was it the tractor? Oh, I thought it was a tractor.
He's got to have some car batteries. He's just got to.
Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever. You don't tell anyone about your condition. You do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Yes.
It's a Joel Tatership.
We grab what we can.
It's going to be too much.
Just live here.
Yeah.
Dude.
No.
I mean, you should take some of them, at least.
Yeah, all of them. Load them in that. Oh, the gun, the little one. Shit. Please just know how to use it.
Come in handy.
Yeah, okay.
It's your first time in a car?
It's like a spaceship.
Well, it's like a piece of shit Chevy S10, but it'll get us there.
A piece of shit spaceship.
Please tell me they loaded all the guns in the trunk.
They put one pistol back there. Just to rattle around.
Better be the whole dang shebang.
Yeah, of course. Had to
yep.
be.
Oh, this is good. This is Linda Ronstadt. Do you know who Linda Ronstadt is?
No, I don't know who Linda Ronstadt is.
Official music of the apocalypse.
Cool.
Damn, I hope we go back there someday. We probably won't, but I hope we will.
We must.
Of course. Nice focus rack.
Time.
Well done. Now just cut to their dead bodies really quick.
I thought it was going to zoom all the way out to them, like on the bed holding hands.
Yeah. Your version's better than mine.
Wow, man, that was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I mean, I was like, oh God, don't start scream sobbing. You gotta I can cry, but tuck it in a little bit.
Yeah.
I was close to
tuck in those tears.
Yeah.
Next time you should cry.
I'll let it out. I'll
as
scream
annoyingly as you can.
All right. I can do that. I'll do it. I'll make it happen. Wow. All right.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We got shit to talk about, Tara Erickson.
We really do.
Except I'm also just here in my feels. I think I need a second to put my heart back together.
Yeah, sew the pieces back together.
Oh, all right. What a fun episode, right? What a blast.
So fun.
That was just the bounciest. I mean, when they said this episode was going to be a comedy, I was like, I don't think you guys could pull this off.
No.
But,
no. Laughed the whole way through.
Almost as funny as Chernobyl. I don't know if you know how funny Chernobyl was.
Hilarious.
No, that was a really beautiful episode. I was not at all expecting where that went. And again, as we progress in this experience, I am more and more engrossed and fascinated by what what the correspondence is between the show and the game, because I don't go out of my way to read, every inch of side by side.
How is this in the game? Is this like a huge plot point? Like before you go to a next level, they tell this huge, like beautiful story that's like Romeo and Juliet. Because I'm like,
there's an hour-long cutscene of just this.
Yeah, like okay, good point. I wasn't even, my brain was not there in like video game land. Sorry to interrupt you. Of like, oh yeah, I forgot this is also a video game and an adaptation, and I'm like, how does this play into it? But
yeah,
okay.
You just like become Bill at one point, and you just like walk around and kind of aim at stuff, but don't shoot.
Yeah, and then you fall in love.
Yeah. Press X to fall in love.
All right.
And to spend your life with the man of your dreams. But yeah, I really like the way this episode wove in and out of time, of points in time, and the way it incorporated Joel and Ellie, because so much of this is about Bill and Frank, and yet I thought they proportioned and paced it really nicely. And part of me, when you really start to get into the meat of Bill's story, I was like, okay, this is just going to be, I was sort of settled into the idea that it's just going to be them for the rest of the episode, and I was cool with that. And I thought it was a really neat surprise the way they incorporated Joel and Tess in flashback.
Yeah.
Sort of. You're in the progression of this timeline in isolation, but also flashback in the greater timeline. And then you rejoin the present with them finding sort of, the conclusion of this, unlikely apocalypse love story. And I just thought the way they drew these characters again was really nicely done. And I think that I think Nick Offerman is a particularly good casting decision, because you see him and you have this immediate association of I'm making my own. I'm living off the land. I'm self-sufficient.
So good.
I'm gonna fall in love, but I'm gonna kill my own meat and eat it too. I gotta. My Nick Offerman gets better the more I hear him, and he didn't talk a ton this episode.
That was pretty good, John. I feel like Nick was right here in the room with me.
That's the greatest compliment I could ever hope to receive, Tara Erickson. But like you have his casting, and you see him, you realize him, and you're like, okay, like I can already see him playing this kind of guy, and yet I think they use that sort of against you, because he's got this reputation for playing characters and in life kind of being a character that's a very man's man, man of the land kind of thing, Renaissance man in a lot of ways. And this plays on that, but then twists on it too. And I think that was really nice how tender and intimate they allowed that story to be. And the way that you have, you meet him and we are all projecting onto him. And we're like, this doomsday prepper, probably QAnon conspiracy guy. He's probably got every prejudice you could imagine. And yet it's not really about that. And it is kind of fascinating to see, like a new life born out of the collapse of most other life.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, it's just an interesting way to do that. But what are your thoughts?
He would be like
this review for myself.
He would be like the least reasonable person that you would ever think would fall in love during the apocalypse. He's like the 180-degree turn of like, oh no, not him, somebody else. And I like that they play with that, and that he did, and you get to see a really, like you said, intimate side of their relationship. And also there was one thought where I'm like, they still have meat for all these years, but like, do the animals not get cordyceps too? Are they not? In fact, they're not. Oh no, they're not, because we went in the water. Sorry, that was a hard left turn. I have ADD.
It's okay.
The animals in the water from the episode before. Anyway, that was on my brain a lot, so I thought I needed to clear that up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the story. I didn't see that coming, and I feel like there's a huge metaphor in there in regards to what he wrote to Joel, saying that that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to, I love this person. I protected him, and that's what we're meant to do. And although he wrote for Tess, it's obviously now for her to protect her and get her to a safe spot, even though He does not want the task of Ellie, but he has it now. But I feel like he has a better guide and the resources because of their good old friends.
Yeah, and it feels like even though at the end of the episode he's like, no personal shit, we're not talking about any of that.
Yeah.
I feel like we are sort of watching, the walls slowly being chipped away at.
Starting with Linda Ronstadt. She can chip those walls down. She starts singing and you're like, where are you from? And everyone's like, I am, let me tell you my life story now. Yeah.
Oh, man, and that whole thing at the piano and like really great use of a music, what comes back as a needle drop, but is such a great little intimate moment there. Yeah, I don't know. I really loved... you come into a show like this, and I think what's on your mind is like carnage and creatures and harrowing acts of just scraping by. And when's Ellie going to finally fire a gun? But yeah, I really like the way that they let you live in this scenario and the way that, in a way, even though we've spent so much of these first 2 episodes being like, look how much everything has gone to shit and look how horrible life is now. And you look at the quarantine zone and you're like, yeah, this isn't the ideal kind of life. This is sort of a rough life, even if there is safety in numbers and resources and whatnot. And then you cut over here and I guess they must just have some kind of generator, or he must have stocked up on enough fuel to, keep their utilities running. But that aside, yeah, it's like they manage in the worst circumstances to thrive and to live
for so many years, like 20 years.
Yeah, and they they have a lovely house. Frank paints and Bill cooks like culinary. He's making like real dishes and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like you get I love that they show you both. Like I love the way they play with tension, because I was tense for other reasons throughout this. I was like, oh God, is their relationship going to fall apart for just like human petty reasons or differences in their sensibility? And yeah, those things, are touched upon. And he says that whole thing about like, I had some bad days with you, but I had way more good days.
Yeah.
And like the humanity with which they drew all that, and the way again that they give you enough to project on, especially with Bill, but not too much. Like I think it is an interesting thing to explore, because this is the kind of person who does exist now and would probably thrive once the grid goes down.
Yeah, which is weird. I mean, you want to be friends with that person, but not with the world with living people in it. You want to be friends with that person when you it's your last resort. I mean, because I feel like he hated people, right? So it's funny. We need people like that, but you'd have to get in good with him before the world ends.
That's right. Find your
Otherwise,
local doomsday prepper and slip them some
get
candy.
in good now, because if you try to do it later, a bullet in the head.
That's right.
It's not going to work out for you.
Be remembered as like, oh no, you're the one who brought me canned goods every once in a while. You're cool. Come down into the bunker with me.
You know what I would do? I would start saving candy. I'd be like, people are going to be bringing you canned goods, and I've got Sour Patch Kids.
I got fun for you.
I got the good juice.
I got a taste of youth for you. Yeah, this was like this. This is one of those things where it's got all the cool genre stuff you want, but this also looks like a real gift for like an actor to be able to come in and to, get a role on a show like this. And I mean, even Tess, who has been the most short-lived character of prominence so far, like even seeing her back for a moment and getting this hint at what seems to be the unrealized, connection they could have had, something that it seems like Joel is probably holding at an arm's distance because of his unresolved traumas of the past. I don't know. I'm curious to see if and how, if this is the last time we see her on screen or not.
Right. It was also very similar that Tess and Frank are the same. And so when they both leave the table, it's very much like a mirror looking into a mirror, right?
Yeah.
With Joel and Bill, it's sort of you think you're maybe very different, but you're very much the same, which also comes up when Bill writes him that letter that it will probably be Joel showing up to read this. And I don't know.
There's just so much personality. Like I think they did a really nice job of getting you. Like I cried in this episode. They got you to that point where you care and you have the feels, and yet they still have a bit of levity and they're really good at, like this episode I think is an example of them being really good at being they're good at, I swear I'll get this sentence out. I promise you. They're good at playing the situation against you, because so much of this I was tense for like a bunch of reasons, because you're just like, when's the shoe gonna drop? And the shoe just isn't the shoe you're expecting. And even when the Raiders show up, which is like a cool sequence, but I appreciate that they didn't even need to indulge in it. Like they're so good at locking you into perspective and using that to get you invested and to get your heart rate up. And
like we didn't have to dive too far into it, like where they're like, show them all, and like it's a huge fight, where it's like you really just see it true POV of Frank indoors really looking during all those explosions, which I'm like, that's so cool that the way he set it up the house. But like the point of view, I think is awesome in that regard.
Yeah, and Bill is capable, and yet it's not like, okay, he's gonna take out 12 guys before they get him inside. Like, it is like, the traps, the prep did most of the work, and that's what it's there for. And then that, I thought, like the way they transition then to the next phase of their life, and you're like, oh, Bill must be in the wheelchair because of where he got shot. No, actually, Frank just has what I assume is just some real life degenerative disease of some sort that is, affecting his mobility and all that stuff. And then, watching them choose where, in this version of the world more than any other, if you're faced with a situation where, you have to, live with just the wear and tear of being human. Yeah, I guess you would want to choose your terms.
That makes you, unlike you, would be so hard.
Yeah.
Which is what he was facing, which I'm like, oh man, that's so tough. That's just hard because you're just not you anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And I loved the way they handled that conclusion, because you see how hard it is for Bill to know this is going to be Frank's last day. And even though I think we're all sitting there going, Bill's going to join him, like still the way they handled that, and the way that they, they don't reveal it, they let it really unfold naturally and compassionately, was just, again.
They took time. There was like a breath of, they said it, and then they really did show it and took their time showing of like that was what the day was going to be. And they just slowly kind of went through it. And I did not feel like bored at any point of like, we already talked about it, so why? It was just really beautifully done. And then the soundtrack is also obviously amazing.
They do, they do it in that way where you're with Bill in the sense of like, I don't want this day to be over. Like, let's watch you guys go to the boutique. Let's watch you guys do your marriage ceremony. Let's spend some more time at dinner before this is all over and done with.
Yeah.
And it is like, it's tragic, but also really, really beautiful in a way that I think I'm going to be kind of thinking about and processing, between now and when the next episode lands. Because this is just so far removed from, again, so much of what is just omnipresent in the situation. Like, as much as the apocalypse scape and the circumstances that we live in are everywhere, it's like kind of the last thing on your mind in this episode. You keep thinking it's going to burst through, and yet it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't, which is, except for when she cut open the guy's forehead and it looked like a nice fluffy pillow that you could just wrap yourself in, except it's gnarly and
it's mold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess it's mold, but mold looks comfy.
It does, having that having that layer of plush underneath your skin.
It's like just like a premium pillow, the premium stuff inside. I don't know what the premium stuff is.
People are going to start injecting that into their faces pretty soon.
Would it make it fluffier in certain places? Because maybe I would get into it.
Yeah, get a mold injection for fluffiness.
Yeah.
You could fluff your face.
And then if it was like a good mold, that mold can fight off other, like the bad mold, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, mold against mold, except I put in the good mold. And it gets rid of the other mold.
The good mold.
I
just want that to be somebody's slogan someday. It'll happen.
Good mold.
Black mold. Good mold.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. This was a very affecting, very touching episode.
Yeah, we only saw one iceberg lettuce head, and it wasn't even a full one. He just like had a little flower there.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a cool practical effect, like with the bricks on that guy. I loved every part of that. Was super cool, and I like that they put Ellie in that position of. We all know that she's cool and capable and a little bit of a badass, but right then she got so close and then just was like, let me just see what's here. All right, let's kill it. I really like that there was just no hesitation for her.
Yeah.
Which made me enjoy her even more.
There's almost like a fascination. It's like she's...
Yeah, which I was like, she's a little demented, but in a cool way.
Yeah, I think they're good at really portraying her as somebody who feels like they grew up in this environment. So yeah, it's like when she realizes that the infected guy's down there, there is that moment of like, okay, I got to have my wits about me. But also, you're not going anywhere. So I guess I am just going to kind of respond with fascination and see, I'm going to poke at you a little bit before I, do what needs to be done and get back to work.
I feel like in every other classic like TV show, they would have been like, oh, girl now yells for Joel, which I hate. And I'm just so glad that did not happen. And she just kept to herself. Didn't even share when she got out. She's just like, you didn't rifle through anything, which it fits her character, but sometimes you never know.
Yeah, it's just an interesting illustration about her, not some way to contrive a momentary, like, oh no, panic.
Yes.
Oh, it was really nothing, though. It was fine.
Right.
Yeah.
She can take care of herself, just like she's like a little Tess.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. And in a lot of ways, probably better off for this universe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this really also makes you just appreciate the little things. Like every time someone takes a shower, you're like, that looks like the best shower.
Yeah.
Just like seeing them cleaned up afterwards, you're like, I feel 50% cleaner now. And seeing like, beautifully cooked food and stuff like that. Like it speaks to the transportive nature of this as they, I mean, they're details enough, but I think they do nicely to capture and to live in these things, or with the strawberries, stuff like that, where, it's like they are overcome. And from here and now, you're like, hey, I get it, fine, there's strawberries. But I don't know, they're good at accentuating all that stuff. And I like that they put as much TLC into that as they do into all the other, facets of the show. Yeah. And in this environment, it does sort of feel like, especially a place where, if your life isn't livable in a sort of humane sense anymore, like, you would just have your own terms to wrap up on, so to speak. And I really love the way that they brought that together, because it hits and it hurts, but it's beautiful. And then you get to the present moment, and, it's not even like there's a huge, like, they discover what happens, but I think a different show would have been like, door opens. Like there's them in the bed.
Right.
And it's not even about that. And I love that last shot where you just come in through the window
and it stops.
And there's so much life, even though there's so much lack and loss of life at the same time. Mm-hmm. I thought this was beautiful and beautifully told, beautifully handled, and props to both Nick Offerman and whoever the actor is who played Frank, because like their chemistry and their vulnerability together, and
so good.
Yeah, just like a really beautifully told relationship of, characters we're not going to see anymore. But who feel now like a fully ingrained part of this expanding story.
Yeah, it's like Bill and Frank gave what they had left, like they live on in regards to what they have brought Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy, which is plays with that shot of them driving off, but it's through the lens of their window where they chose to say goodbye, and you see just not new life, but more life just taking on, carrying on.
And the way that, their connection, because they found each other and because Bill made that choice to hear this guy out and to, maybe, extend him a few, just those little brief, charities that he gives him, these little considerations then blossom out into something that helps and feels hopeful in a strange sort of way, and that feels like even though they're not here anymore, there's at least this little haven. And I don't know if we'll ever come back here, but it feels like, this has persisted for 20 odd years. And even though their, journey is complete, they're still helping the good fight.
Yeah.
Even though this guy wouldn't be the type to want to fight for people,
I hope that Joel and Ellie, they find friends wherever they go and they end up back there.
Yeah.
And sort of reliving out what Frank said. We will find friends and we'll invite them over.
Dude, love and hope are the true fungus of humanity.
That's true.
They grow and they spread. And yeah,
we need
sometimes,
more of that kind of fungus.
Sometimes you can't stop it, even if you want to.
No, even if you're like, I don't want love level. It'll
I
come
hate
get
people,
ya.
but look at you helping
look
people.
at it.
Look at you being good people, hopefully. I mean, you don't have to be confronted with who Bill was before everything went to shit. You don't have to think about, like, this guy, like, is super racist or something like that. Like, they don't really confront you with that. but yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a really neat experiment and a cool way to humanize character. At least Bill is the kind of character who I feel like people would... They're counting, I think, on you having a knee-jerk reaction, and then they humanize from there. And I think that was...
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, well, any stray thoughts before we skidads?
Maybe have some tissues on hand for the rest of these episodes because you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a turn I didn't know. I didn't know it was coming, and just lots of tears.
Yeah.
So tissues. That's all. That's my one note, which has nothing to do with the show and everything to do with John, because John, he should have just had. You should just have everything provided here for me. Like
I'm sorry,
tissues in
Tara.
case I clean.
Yeah.
Clean. Cry.
Tissues
is the
in case I
word.
need to clean the workstation.
Wow. Did I have a stroke and not know it? I hope not. Tissues in case I cry. Water. There's no water. Not here. Not
You've got
here today.
coffee.
Okay, I have coffee, but
There's water in coffee.
I might need water. Okay, and I would love some feet warmers because it's cold in this house, and that's all I have to say.
We'll drive to the general store.
The general store has
stash.
feet warmers?
I left a stash under a floorboard, and all the feet warmers and tissues and stuff, they're all in there. and a big old jug of water for you.
He's going to feed me to the cordyceps guy.
That's right.
Because I requested water
That's
and
right.
feet warmers and tissues so
Get
I
outta
could
here.
clean up in here.
I'm not here in the apocalypse to make friends, Tara. That'd be good. This universe needs a reality show.
Yeah.
It's like Naked and Afraid, but you're just out in a field with a bunch of cordyceps, of infected cordyceps people.
No, thank you.
Well, all right, people. Leave us your thoughts. Leave a like on the video. That always helps out. And stay non-spoilery. Again, appreciate you guys being so accommodating of us noobs.
Thank you.
And not uber-poning us in the comments.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Tara Erickson.
Yes.
Let's shout out a patron. Let's do a patron of the day
Let's do
shout out. Mark Leach.
Mark
Buddy,
Leach.
I just wanted to say I hope you're doing all right. I know times have not been the easiest, but it was your birthday just recently, and we want to celebrate
Happy
you
birthday.
a little bit. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark Leach. Mark Leach. Happy birthday to you.
You adeptly avoided the copyright claim that could have come in from singing Happy Birthday to Mark Leach.
Yeah.
That is still a copyrighted song, and they still have to credit it in movies. People still have to pay for that, Mark Leach.
Really?
But that's what we're willing to do. The shout out is worth $13,000.
Wow.
Or however much it costs to place that. But yeah, buddy, I hope you're doing well. I hope 2023 is looking up, and I just hope you're feeling loved and supported. And, we appreciate the support you bring us month after month. And so just sending some goodwill your way. And no matter what happens, we love you here at the Reject Nation. So be well, buddy, and we'll catch you next month. Cheers.
Bye.